Yep, we got heavy rain on the way. Clouds are already forming out there, storm clouds moving in. We've got some updated rain totals here for you, and it's going to last for a few days now. Details coming up in your Great Day forecast.
After 43 days of back and forth on Capitol Hill, the government now back in business following the president's signing of a measure to end the shutdown.
Today, we're sending a clear message that we will never give in to extortion, because that's what it was. They tried to extort, the Democrats tried to extort our country.
I'm going to keep fighting for health care for every American, because I think when you're sick in this country, you should be able to go to the doctor. Our job is to solve it. Our job is to represent our constituents.
How soon life for furloughed federal workers is expected to return to normal, and why two provisions in the measure are now drawing backlash from lawmakers.
Now, with the government reopened, pressure is mounting again for lawmakers to release the rest of the Epstein files. How soon the House Speaker says a vote will be held, and why, despite receiving enough signatures to pass a discharge petition, the measure is likely to face opposition when it does, in fact, reach the White House.
The livelihood for thousands of truckers in California now hangs in the balance after their commercial driver's licenses were revoked. What Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is now threatening to do after he says the state failed to comply with orders.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, Great Day.
Good Thursday morning to you. We begin this hour with a live look at downtown Fresno. No signs of rain just yet. But in just a little bit, Justin will let us know what we can expect from the showers throughout the day, not just in Fresno, but across the central San Joaquin Valley. The high in Fresno today will be 72 degrees, although I will say there was some puddles along Highway 41, so we did get some rain overnight, but the big stuff is still to come. Good morning to you. I'm Liz Gonzalez.
I'm Carl Cook.
And I'm Justin Willis. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it was pretty wet downtown. It looked like it was just enough to really dirty everybody's cars, but the roads were a little wet, nothing crazy yet.
Same for my side of town. I saw some wet roads too when I was heading out the door too. So yeah, it's there.
And Selma was dry as can be.
Yeah.
I didn't run into that until I came through downtown, and I'm like, okay, at least they did get some rain. Yeah,
and we're all going to be getting it as the days go on here. Let's see how things are right now. Nothing crazy going on. Looking at the radar, it's looks like maybe, western Madera County likely getting some rain in some areas there. Merced County already getting it. In fact, it's going to be starting up north and then working its way south as the day goes on. So the North Valley will see some rain this morning. The rest of us, it will be this afternoon. Let's get a look at your current conditions right now. It is 60 degrees outside. Winds are out of the southeast at 8 miles an hour. Dew points at 51. And here's the rest of your day. At 10 a.m., it's going to be 66, 68 at noon, 67 at 5 o'clock there. And the chances of rain do increase throughout the day. Slight chance at 10 a.m. this morning there, increasing to about 20% chance at noon. And then we're at a 60% chance at 5 o'clock there. Should be going pretty good at that time there. Wind speeds be about 10 miles an hour, maybe up to 15 at some points during the day as well. So keep your umbrellas handy. You're going to need them later today. Up next, we're going to break down what's going on with this storm. We got some updated rain totals for you as well, and we'll track it for you next.
Let's head over for a live look from Washington, D.C. 43 days later, and the longest shutdown in U.S. history is now over. Last night, President Trump signed a temporary funding package into law to reopen the government. The measure extends funding for most federal agencies until the end of January, and it includes 3 full-year funding bills for other parts of the government. Ahead of signing the bill, President Trump once again blamed Democrats for the shutdown.
So I just want to tell the American people, you should not forget this. When we come up to midterms and other things, don't forget what they've done to our country. I also want to call for a termination to the filibuster so that this can never happen again.
Democrats held out because they wanted to get Affordable Care Act subsidies extended so people's premiums wouldn't increase significantly. Thousands of federal workers are now headed back to work following a memo to do so by the White House Office of Management and Budget. In addition to temporary funding, the package reinstates some 670,000 employees who were furloughed at the beginning of October and assures back pay. According to the news outlet Semaphore, the Trump administration projects federal worker back pay will start to go out Saturday. While Semaphore reports that there is an agency-by-agency plan to get those checks out, the goal is to finish payments by Wednesday, November 19th. Federal workers are entitled to back pay under a 2019 law, which covers both furloughed employees and those who had to work without pay. The Bipartisan Policy Center says about 670,000 workers were furloughed and about 730,000 were working without pay through the shutdown. Despite this Republican win, House Speaker Mike Johnson is vowing to repeal a provision of the Senate that the Senate added to the funding bill that allows Senate Republicans to sue the government for being included in the FBI's Capitol riot investigation.
I'm just be honest, I'm very transparent with you all. I was very angry about it. I was. And a lot of my members called me and said, did you know about it? We had no idea. That was dropped in at the last minute. And I did not appreciate that, nor did most of the House members.
Johnson says he plans to fast-track legislation next week to repeal that provision. His effort reportedly has the support of House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who describes the provision as self-serving. As reported by the Washington Post, Senate Majority Leader John Thune included the provision as part of a deal with Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. It comes in response to an FBI disclosure last month revealing how the agency seized phone records from 9 Republicans as part of its investigation into the January 6th Capitol riot. Another last-minute provision included in the bill bans many hemp products legalized in 2018. And because of it, industry groups say the $30 billion legal hemp market could disappear. Senators Rand Paul and Ted Cruz fought the change but lost an amendment vote. Paul said the plan overrides state rules and threatens farmers' livelihoods. A Senate summary says the language blocks intoxicating hemp products like Delta 8, but keeps CBD and industrial hemp legal. Senator Mitch McConnell says the change closes the loophole and helps to keep dangerous products from children.
All right, time is 5:06. Got a lot going on with your forecast today, so let's check it out. So still got some lingering high pressure here and a little bit of a warm front that's really kind of kept us above normal here. And it's actually going to keep us above normal today, but we got a cold front coming in with this storm that's going to overpower all of that, and then it will really drop our temperatures. So we're still going to be above normal today, temperature-wise, but as the rain picks up and that cold front moves in, things are really going to drop to well below normal for us here. So let's track things for you and show you what's going on here. Here's where we're standing right now this hour here. Much of the heavy storm just off the coast there and in Northern California got a little bit overnight, and it will increase. The chances will increase throughout the day. By 11 o'clock this morning, things should be going pretty good in parts of the North Valley there, and then kind of trickling down into the South Valley there. We get to this afternoon, that's when things pick up from Fresno to the South Valley. So it's going to start up north, work its way down, and the chances will increase throughout the day. Hanging on till tonight, or through tonight, they're actually backing off just a little bit overnight, and then tomorrow the rain looks like it's going to shift mainly from the Fresno area to the south into Southern California. Southern California is going to really get pounded by this. They're really going to feel the effects of an atmospheric river as they are set to get some heavy flooding out of there. So the rain will be off and on for us tomorrow. But more rain scheduled to make its way in, looks like Saturday there, with another round pushing in from the north to the south. Another atmospheric river really taking effect there, and then pushing its way north into the valley here, getting to our area by 11 o'clock Saturday night. And then things kind of hang on there through Sunday morning. In fact, Sunday could see rain off and on as well. We'll get to Monday there, backs off again, and then it picks up about later that night. So we've got rain off and on, going to be heavy at times. So brace yourselves, keep your umbrellas handy for all that. We do have another chance of rain later next week. We're trying to track that one for you now. That one's looking like it might bring us an extra quarter of an inch of rain, and it's going to be heavy at times on that one as well. Again, that's Wednesday into Thursday. Snow levels could drop to the 5,000-foot level when that one works its way in. All right, plenty of alerts going on with this storm coming in. Flood watch here. That's the green outlined areas up and down the foothill regions there from Mariposa all the way down into Tulare, Kern counties there. That's in effect until Friday at 4 o'clock. Excessive runoff with all this rain coming in. Winter storm warning going up in the Sierra Nevada mountains there. That's really up and down all the way up into Northern California and then all the way down there into Kern County as well. That's in effect until Friday morning there. Looking at up to a foot of snow in some places, maybe 2 feet in the extreme heights there, and wind speeds will get to about 40 miles an hour there. Wind advisory, that's the orange shaded areas here all along the western Hills there, west side of the valley. Looking at some heavy winds out there, 35, 40 mile an hour gusts going with that. That's in effect until this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Going to be a little gusty on the I-5 corridor there. It expires, though, at 4 o'clock there further south. All right, how much are we getting this? Okay, so Mariposa is now looking at just under 5 inches total of rain. This is through Monday. All right, and we're looking at about 3.5 inches in Oakers, 4.5 up at Shaver Lake. Rain there. They'll get snow later on next week, though, and then just below 3 inches in Sequoia National Park. China Peak, 4.5 inches of rain there, and all that runoff is what's going to lead to that flood warning there for us here. On the valley floor, 1.5 inches up in Merced and Los Banos total there, 1.25 inches in Los Banos, and then about 2 inches Madera, Fresno, Visalia there. So this is going to be some heavy rain coming through. There is going to be a lot of flooding out there. If you can, clear those drains near where you live, if at all possible. All right, so here's what we're looking at temperature-wise. Yes, still above normal today. We are at 73 degrees, but tomorrow things are going to drop for us. We'll get to 61. That's going to be a few degrees below normal, and then we got some 50s on tap for you now. Going to get well below normal as that cold front moves in. We're going to get down to 57 there on Saturday. Chances of rain 60 to 70% over the coming days. All right, in just a bit here, we're going to get a look at your highs and lows for today across the rest of the San Joaquin Valley.
The state of California once again facing the Trump administration's ire, while the transportation secretary revoked thousands of commercial driver's licenses from truckers. Time is now 5:10 as we head to break. Here is a live look at Lake Cahuilla. Pretty calm there. Right now, you can find new headlines and the weather forecast on your screen all morning long, even through the commercial break.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.